Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness, Mage venue from the Ashes, I believe. I don't know with all those nicknames. We start the scene with Lena, who is kind of pacing back and forth as she's looking at her phone and is like, I sent messages, I'm not getting a reply. And because she had agreed to meet with Sylph at a certain point of time, and Sylph would contact her, and nothing has happened. So she finally, after waiting for quite a while, she kind of gets worried. Normally, she would just be like, "Well, screw you, then you won't meet with me." But now it's more like, what if something happened? Like, there's a lot of things going on, and even though Lena is now only, you know, indirectly involved in it, she's still pretty much involved in it in a way that she's trying to very hard deny. Um, but Sylph is definitely involved in it, and the country that Sylph lives in is involved in it. And for all she knows, Sylph has been locked up in some kind of tree or has been attacked by squirrels and now runs around the forest with the tail. And you know, she doesn't know. Magic can do strange things, man. So finally, she decides to just, go and try and find Sylph at basically the only place that she knows where she could possibly find Sylph. So she will go to the chantry and she'll be like, she's just gonna go through the front door. She's not gonna do anything stupid like, breaking in or something. So since she does have that mark, she can just walk in. Um so she does. She's gonna specifically avoids the garden because she knows a certain someone that does not want to see her frequents there. And she's probably first gonna try the kitchen. It's like, Sylph, are you here? Is anyone here? Hello? You? No?
Well, strangely, even though the kitchen is kind of like her second home, there, I mean, she picked a good place to look.
Right?
Plus, cooking is a comfort for her. She likes doing it because it makes the place feel more homey. um, but she's not in the kitchen. However, you do hear a very sudden sort of rushing of footsteps down the stairs. As someone is
Ducking
clearly
under the
running down the
table.
stairs.
You never know who that is, you know? And she doesn't need a fireball or whatever Jack is gonna pull on her, you know? So yeah, ducking behind the table or behind some chairs as she's kind of waiting.
Just for convenience sake, I'm going to say that she pretty much that this rush of footsteps gets louder and louder, and finally, in a chair that you can see through the doorway from the kitchen, um, that you can see that Sylva's dropped onto a chair very suddenly. She's like tying her shoes super fast, and like, and in a second she'll stand up and put her jacket on. Like she looks like she's in a huge rush. She's not really
And
looking around her.
just from behind the table, Sylphil here, Lena. You're late.
So jumps. She was not expecting anybody to be in the kitchen, especially Lena right then.
But Lena
And
will
you could
get up from
just,
behind the table. You deserve that.
because I forgot, I'm coming.
I
You
mean,
don't see me rushing here.
I do see you rushing here. I came here because I thought you might be in trouble. Yeah? I don't know.
I'm
Like
sorry. I'm
trees
sorry.
eating you alive,
No,
or I don't know, you grow a tail like a squirrel and are running around the forest, or you got caught in a fireball of Aemon, or I don't know, trapped in the
I'm more
spirit
likely to buy
realm.
a hat. I'm more likely to buy a hat to fit in with the mice. Not the mice. What am I thinking? The rabbits. There you go. That's what I meant to say, OC. Look, I'm
fine.
sorry.
Anyway,
I'm definitely
yeah, no,
late. I'm sorry. But we
it's
might want to
cool.
get you up. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I think Jack's out, but I don't know if you want to be around him.
I haven't seen him, but I have avoided the garden. But
Well, that's
if I
probably
could find
wise.
you, I would have
He's
talked to him.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But let's go.
Lead the
Yeah,
way.
I really am sorry. I'm just running horribly late. I lost track. I was doing something you don't
Maybe
believe in.
it's fine.
I know it's fine. I just lost track. And I apologize. And she's pretty much like, just kind of patting down her pockets to make sure she has keys and stuff. And we'll go out through the front door. Because if Jack is here, he's in the backyard or he's at the park, one or the other.
Right? So best avoid the back of the house.
Yeah, she just won't mention that Nino's here.
Probably for the best, but
Indeed. She's probably gonna. Honestly, I feel like from where we're at, which is, I don't know, I forget which borough, but it's probably quicker to like take public transit than
Aren't
it
we
would
in
be to get
Brooklyn?
a cab at this point. From
I think
Brooklyn
we're
to
in Brooklyn.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just guessing because it's like a whole borough over where they have to go.
Yeah, no,
Because
Lena is just following, kind of sulking a little bit, like under her breath.
she's just like, oh, look, I'm sorry. I'm not
No,
usually
it's
late.
okay. It's okay. I mean, you can be late. I'm late all the time, but I was just, thinking something would have happened, might have happened. I don't know. Like, it doesn't matter. Let's forget it happened.
I'm not going to forget it. It's very sweet that you're worried. But I'm not going to bring it up again because I know you. She just, and
You
she kind of
don't
pats her
know
pocket.
me.
She's, oh, good. Oh, good. I didn't lose Sunny in the mess. Awesome. Because she pats kind of a lump in her pocket.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't lose a mouse.
Well, when he's sleeping, sometimes I've been known to hang up my sweater and he's still in the pocket sleeping.
Okay, fine. Then maybe you do lose a mouse. I don't know, man.
He's extremely good
Anyway,
at
so where are
sleeping.
we going?
Manhattan. It's a little ways over, but it'll do. It's a lot closer to work.
Fair enough.
Um,
So things have been okay as they're walking, or in the subway probably by now, because why the fuck not?
yeah, probably. They're probably just waiting for a train. Yeah, no, everything's okay. Just
Okay, good.
working on a lead to find Anna's sister.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, nothing overly exciting
I
yet.
mean, that's good.
We'll be leaving
I
soon. So for some reason, for whatever reason, I don't respond. I mean, it's only Canada, but don't worry
okay.
about it.
And so, but how long do you guys plan on going? Like, that sounds like a pretty, far away trip.
It's only a few hours by plane, but it's fine. Like we're honestly just thinking a few days, like because well, some of us at least have real lives to get back to.
Hmm. I mean,
Like I'm gonna
if
take
you
a little
guys,
bit of vacation time, but
yeah, if you want, I can like keep an eye on the place. Just let me know when you guys get back so that I can be out before you guys are in.
I'll check with the others. I have no problem with that.
I mean, I'm sure if you check
I
with the
honestly
others, the
don't.
answer will be no.
I will. I'll let you know. That's what I'm saying. I'll let you know.
Mm.
I mean, you could always hang out with Glitterhoof.
I mean, I've heard things about that Mark thing that he does.
Well, if you're quick enough, you can avoid it. I don't have one yet.
uh, just
Glitterhoof's a weird duck.
if you need like, if you and Eamon need help or something, I mean, I know I'm not like much because probably everything I know you guys know better, but hey,
Stop it. You're
no,
a
I mean,
person. You know things. You do. You are a good, useful person. Well, useful anyways. I can't promise how good. Be friends.
I was just saying,
Just don't talk down about yourself.
hey, I'm not. I just know my skills are not like up to you guys yet. Hey, if you
Yet
need like,
is the point.
someone to break in. Oh yeah, I know.
Good.
I guess. Anyway,
Yeah, I set up some stuff at the house, so hopefully should go through pretty easily. I hope, as long as Dimphna is willing to assist me, which she usually
hmm
is.
cool. I brought some music, but I did also bring my headset, so
That's fine. I mean, because it may take some time, just because it takes, sometimes you really have to concentrate a while to get what you're hoping for.
yeah, I've been more
But
like on the fly so far, but I need to look into that, like, the longer stuff, because I heard you could do some pretty awesome things.
yeah, yeah, there's sometimes it's the only way to see through wards if there's a ward up around something and you need to see inside. But on the other hand, if you do it that way, then, it can be pretty obvious when you sort of bust through a ward, you know?
Hmm.
So,
Is there any way of going sneaky through a ward?
not that I've ever found. I
Hmm.
mean, your best bet might be to, like, I don't know, try to look in the windows from outside and then, I don't know.
Mm.
If someone is actively paying attention to a ward, then they might notice if you just, if someone just goes through it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's something to be careful of, because if they set up a ward that big, they're probably powerful too, or maybe more powerful than you.
Yeah, that chance is likely, yeah.
So yeah, if you can find that sneaky method, I am all ears.
I'll look into it. Sneaky is, after all, my middle name.
And here I thought it was Eloise.
Ah, no.
Why not? What's wrong with Eloise?
Come on. That sounds like you're dressing in lace and, being all pure and innocent and boring.
And here I thought that was what you'd think Sylvana meant.
You don't wear lace.
I have worn lace. I don't wear a lot of it though. It's not really my style. You don't want to see what my prom dress looked like.
I mean, like any other prom dress, stuffy and, you know,
Lacey.
teenagey
And Lacey.
and lacy, apparently.
She just shrugs. There's no accounting for taste when you're 17.
I was gonna say, especially not when you're 17.
Exactly. Did you go to prom? I'm curious.
Um, no.
I just went with a bunch of my friends.
Uh, I I dropped out before. You know, there was talks of military academy, and I was like, no.
Why?
I mean, would you go there?
No, I mean, why were they talking about military academy?
Well, because strangely enough, Jack isn't the only one who has issues.
Well, I could add to the list that I have issues. You have issues. I know Eamon has issues, and Claudia seems to be being hunted by people.
With
So that's an
me.
issue. Oh, you have to be more specific. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. You knew full well what I meant. I
Well,
just
I
don't
am smart.
do
I I do have an associate's degree. I am clearly super smart.
clearly. I just don't do group pressure very well and things like that. So,
It's really too bad. I think I think others might like you more if they could see this side of you.
eh, I don't need other people, validating me. Pretty cool where
I
I am
didn't say
at.
you did. Didn't say you did. What I am saying is that it might make your life easier if at least certain other people could see this side of you.
Lena just kind of shrugs and doesn't answer. It's like, yeah, I guess.
So, just so I know, is there anything that you're sort of uncomfortable with that involves, Catholicism or anything that you would prefer today? Because I mean, I know what I'm going to be doing, but just figured
Mm,
if there's anything that you're just extremely anti, might be able to work around it.
crucifixion.
I will not be crucifying you.
Awesome.
I do wear a cross as she holds it out because she wears it all the time. But
I
that is
mean,
the
luckily
closest you
that
will be coming to crucifixion today.
I was gonna say, luckily I don't fit on that cross, so that's cool. No, I'm not necessarily like you do you.
Okay, just checking. I know I'm very well aware of what many people in the world think of religion. And I would like, you've been okay so far, but it didn't hurt to ask.
No, that's cool.
All
I
right then.
mean, if I didn't want you to do this because it's kind of clear where you got your magicality from.
My family.
So, I
My
mean,
family's a
what
whole lot
you
of
use
sorcerers.
for, you know,
Yes, you mean God, who is
hmm
generally considered to be a force of good.
Um. Yeah, I guess.
Like I said, generally considered, there are people who would argue it with me. Eamon already has.
Well, if he's done the arguing, then that will save me a lot of words.
You won't convince me. There's a higher plan.
I mean, like I said, you do what you feel is right, and that's cool with me. You know,
Exactly. And I will stand back and let you do what you are comfortable with. This seems legit.
aren't we a great team?
Fan freaking tastic. Okay, so we need to get off in 2 stops. As she kind of listens to, the thing go off, the loudspeaker as it goes, talks. I'm assuming the New York subway does that too.
I assume so as well. I've never been there.
Yeah, I know what the tube does. I really can't
Mhm.
vouch for the New York subway, so I'm just going to assume it does do the talkie. Um, next stop, blah 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 blah. Mind the gap. Oh wait,
Now
wrong
that is
place.
very. I was gonna say that is extremely tube. That is not. I don't think they have that in New York.
Sorry, it just kind of came out. Sorry, London.
Doors are
Mind
closing.
the mind the gap thing cracked me up. I found so many touristy things like mugs that say things like mind the gap. Like that.
Yeah.
Thought that was nuts. I was like, this is crazy. What are people doing? Um, but yeah, and honestly, she'll probably just keep up some kind of small talk or something up until we, you know, get there.
Hmm.
And I don't have any actual pictures, but the image in my head is of. I mean, see, Resources 3 would be able to get a maybe not a super big apartment, but a nice apartment at least.
Hmm.
In Manhattan.
Yeah.
So probably like a 1 bedroom type thing. But
Hmm.
but it's in a nice building. There's security, stuff like that. And she'll just kind of lead the way. She pulls out whatever keys or key cards or whatever else she needs to do to get in. And eventually you're going up an elevator to, I don't know, some floor that's relatively high up, although not the penthouse because she's not that rich. And yeah, when she opens the door, she'll immediately walk over to, the security thing and put in the code. And then just kind of gesture, come on in. And it's just so you know
Lena
what you're walking into.
follows
It's a very
around.
open concept. I'm sorry, I was just gonna say it's a very open concept kind of thing. Kitchen, living room, all one thing. There's a bathroom further back, and she can see a door closed. That's probably a bedroom. It's very simple. It's like minimal, but it's what the things you do see are pretty nice.
Mhm. Yep. Lena looks around, taking in like the details of the place,
There is a
and
crucifix on the
realizing.
wall.
Lena just kind of does the automatic thing of like looking around, trying to see, okay, where would I keep valuables? Is there like an alarm? And then she kind of catches herself doing that, and she's like looking at Sylph, like, did you notice that? Sorry, no, no, okay. Like she doesn't say anything, just that look of like, oh yeah, no, can't rob this place.
She's probably not paying too much attention to Lena at this point, honestly. She's she's just kind of like, so do you want, like, I have tea, I've got water, I've got beer if you want it. I could probably find you
That's
some
still a little bit
juice.
early. You know what? Do you have like an empty bottle or something to fill water in so that, when you do your thing, I can just kind of drink? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know how
sure.
long is, so
My
better be
my
prepared, I guess.
No, we can do that. The refrigerator actually filters the water, so we can just fill up. We can just get you like a glass of water, put some ice in there if you want. So just stay cold.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine. She'll walk over and look for the biggest glass she has because she's not sure how long this is going to take either. Um, and you know, use the little thing on the fridge with the filtered water, and the fun little ice cubes when you hit the little button and it they come out. She has one of those fancy
Uh,
refrigerators. Yeah,
nice.
my parents have one now too. It cracks me up every time they use it.
I want
And she'll
one.
hand it. I know too. Mhm. But yeah, and she'll just be like, I mean, find yourself someplace comfy. It doesn't matter where you sit.
Okay. Is there like a couch yeah, I presume there's a couch. So
Yeah.
she'll just kind of sit on there. She'll kick off her shoes and just pulls her legs up on the couch.
Okay. And meanwhile, she's like walking into the back. You can hear some rummaging in like a closet or something. Honestly, it's like a linen closet. That's probably in the hallway or something. And yeah, she's gonna walk back in. And okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to improvise a little bit, but that's okay. I did plan for this. It's just that I didn't have time to go out and, you know, buy some of the things I needed. So she like pulls out like basically a piece of cardboard that she's cut in the shape of a sword, and she will like basically set that in front of you. Um, and she will turn off all the lights in the room except for the lamp that is right by your head.
Mhm.
Um, and she will actually pull out a tiara. Like it's not a real tiara. It's obviously some like costume thing. And she'll be like, "My queen."
Okay. Um,
Let
Lena
me
looks
explain.
a little
I'm
dubious about the tiara. She will take it though, but not immediately put it on her head.
Yeah, no, she'll just look at her and just be like, "Look, this is what it is. I am going to be praying to Saint Dymphna, and a crown is something that represents her, as are the other things that I've done. She lamps, the sword, and actually, and she's gonna walk over to like a flower vase and pull out like one lily, and she's gonna offer that to her as well, and a lily. I think you might like Saint Dymphna. I'll have to tell you her story sometime."
Okay. Lena will
So if
just kind of awkwardly take the tiara and put it on her head, and then take the flower. And it's just kind of sitting there looking at Sylph.
Thank you. And and then she will pull out her holy oil and put move like, yeah, paint the put the sign of the cross on her forehead, and we'll basically begin praying, and it's actually she'll be basically repeating Saint Dymphna's prayer, because there actually is a prayer. She'll be saying that, but it's all in Italian. You probably don't understand it other than you hear Dymphna because you heard her say that name now, so you
Mm-hmm.
would probably recognize that. But yeah, like unless you know Italian, you probably don't know it. So she's basically going to kneel next to you and pray. Like she's not actually kneeling to you. I'm sure you know that. It's just that
Mm-hmm.
that's you
Oh yeah,
know
no, I get that. Yeah.
it's a proper thing to do while praying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, I'm not sure what my diffnas with diff. Well, if it's two, see, so this is a level 2 effect. We're pretty sure here. So then it's What is it, like diff 5 maybe?
Um, um, yeah, I suppose. Since you're not in your sanctum, I believe, and but it's not vulgar, so no not the thing with like the witness. I think it's 5. Oh, sorry, yawn. I think 5 makes sense.
Okay, we'll
So
just
we
go with
just
that
go
for
with
now.
that, and yeah, just blue book everything, and then I'm sure like we can have an ST look at it tomorrow or something.
I will do that. Okay, so yeah, I'll just attempt to rolling. I do know how many successes I need. I last I checked, if it's on somebody else, you need one more success, I think.
Mhm.
So if I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
try
kind
to
of
get
makes sense.
the only thing she would ask though, just before she kind of starts, is she would be like, "How long do you want me to make this last?
Uh,
A few
I don't
months
know.
for
Whatever
now?"
works for you. Yeah, sure. Cool.
Okay. I don't remember what all of the time frames are. OOC. I know that 6 months required 5 successes,
Oh,
and then she got 2 extra, so that was the 2 that she actually put into the shield. Um,
mhm.
but if we make it last less, there's got to be a chart, right? Somewhere.
Pretty sure. How about we just go with
We can just go with the same
like that
thing.
amount of success?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll just use the amount I know. That's fine. So we're going for
exactly.
7, which will be fun. Well, actually 8 because you're not me.
8 then. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and I can reach that without going, having to do a full out crazy thing. Okay, so here we go. Let's see how it goes. 1 success.
Yay!
Please don't implode. 0 successes. My dice just hate me these last few days. So I'm
Oh
impressed that my
gosh.
people are still alive. There we go. There's 2 more. So she's at 3. And that's probably. I know I'm going to do a stamina now.
Mhm.
Let's see how long it takes. And you can.
Is that
Okay, so up to 5.
like 3 hours in then?
Potentially, yes.
Oh
I don't
gosh.
know the exact time frames on this, but you can
Yeah,
figure out how
no, that's
we
fair.
can figure out how we're going to play this. But I'm up to 5 now.
Mhm.
3 more. That's exactly what I needed. She will stop.
So that's like 5 hours later.
Yeah, it's just a long ritual. They're both tired. They're both hungry.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Lena has fallen asleep on the couch.
Probably, probably. But after pretty much, she's gonna just kind of like. And if there's any water left in your glass, she's going to grab the glass and drink the rest of it. If there's
Yeah.
not, she's going to the fridge.
There's probably just the molten ice cubes there. Like that water was gone within like 15 minutes, but ice cubes melting and yeah.
Makes more water.
Mhm.
It's fine. Either way, she'll go and she'll actually go get more and bring it over to you. She looks tired, but yeah, you can't see that because you're probably asleep. And she'll kind of like put her hand on your shoulder, and just kind of try to shake you awake. Hi.
That was wow. Hi.
I told you it could be long, but I think you're good for 6 months. At least you have little extra room, a little bit of something so that you don't get sucked in by the tree again.
Well, that's amazing. Or anything else that wishes to absorb my soul.
Yeah,
Love
it's
the
it's
feeling.
a bit harder to get through. It's not great because I'm not the most skilled, but at least it's something, and Dimphna should protect you.
Thanks. And she stretches herself out. It's like,
I'm I'm so hungry, but I do not want to move. She's probably laying on her back on the floor now. She just kind of flopped down, like, ugh.
I could order pizza. That's on me.
I can. There's a pretty good homemade one down the street, but there's also like some really good Chinese, but I'm not sure if you're tired of Chinese.
God, I've been eating Chinese for like, I don't know, 2 weeks or so now.
Well, how about pasta? How do you feel about pasta?
Oh, pasta's good.
Okay, I mean I have tons of it here, but I'm not cooking right now. And she'll give you the name of a place that you can, pull up a menu for and like
Yeah.
order from.
So, yeah, Lena will do that. She'll order the food.
Maybe I should make some
And she'll
coffee.
actually pay for it. Sure. Tell me where the coffee maker is. I'll get you some.
Oh, it's in the kitchen. It's on the counter. I use it most mornings.
Okay, check.
Um, Coffee should be in a canister next to it, and well,
I'll find my
figures
way.
not.
I'm good with finding my way in other people's houses.
There's a blink because even tired, she kind of catches that.
Lena just laughs as she goes to the kitchen and then later on comes back with 2 cups of coffee. See, told you.
And actually, I'm gonna change something just so I've said it in scene because I mentioned before that she has a second bedroom, so she must have a second bedroom. So we'll just say it's a very small closety bedroom.
That's fair.
It has like a twin bed in there and dresser, and that's about it. Anyway, carry on. I forgot that I said that before, so I have to live up to my word. It's a very small room. Um, but yeah, she's just kind of like laying there, like she's not like just mentally tired, not so much physically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, it's all good as long as it helps. As long as you feel a little better, and as long as no trees, no trees, good.
Yeah, although I wonder, I think that, I don't know, like, would it be one-on-one thing or would it be like I can just roll out tons of me?
Don't know. We do know, at least we were told that they can replace, like, we don't know if they can have only one copy of you at a time, but they can do it over and over. So
Yeah,
we're not
so I
sure
don't
if
need
they,
to worry about me anymore.
well, I mean, I know for myself, I really wouldn't have want, I mean, if I don't want anybody controlling my mind.
I mean, hell no, that was scary as fuck. But
Right. So it
yeah,
has nothing to do with that. There's a lot of other things out there, I imagine, that are
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Wow. So it's actually a really pretty view if you actually have the energy to go look out that window. It's really pretty view out there. It's the reason I bought this place. A little small, but it's so pretty.
Lena will go and stand in front of the window and just watch. It's kind of slurping from the coffee as it's hot, but
Caffeine.
right?
It's the Manhattan skyline. I never placed her thing in a specific place, so it's just
Mm,
Manhattan. So you're seeing the Manhattan skyline, which is remarkably pretty.
aye, it is. So she just
So
kind of stands there and just watches. So, anything I can do in return except, getting the food?
food is amazing. Listen, I don't need a favor, but if there's something that you could help me with, I'll let you know. Like, I don't want you to consider it a favor. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I
not
get you.
something I expect paid for. I'd rather know you're safe, especially since you're choosing not to. Well, kind of choosing. Jack is choosing.
I was gonna say, even if I had changed my mind, I am not.
Well, I'd like thinking that maybe I've made you a little safer, okay?
Mm, I, I don't know, man. Like, it, it's like I don't fucking mind, staying in my own place and minding my own business. That's cool and all. But I get that, this shit is like real, and I don't know, man. Like, maybe I should try and talk to Jack again at some point. I don't know. It's annoying. I don't
Give,
wanna.
give him. I know. Give him some time. Give yourself some time. I get it. He's not. He's not what you're thinking he is.
I mean,
Although I
no
definitely
one
understand why you think he is.
no one is as they think or as people think they are. But that shit goes both ways.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Nobody's really entirely what someone thinks they are. Then again, I'm not even sure the person that we're say it's me we're talking about. I'm not even I know it. I'm not even sure I know entirely everything about me, you know?
Way to
I've
get
done
those.
things I never just saying, I've done things I never thought I would be capable of.
I mean, sometimes circumstances just kind of push you in that direction. Like, I mean, if you'd asked like 9-year-old me what I would be when I was older, I would have say a pilot, but not like being out here. Not that I mind doing what I do. Like, don't get me wrong, but yeah.
Do you still want to be a pilot?
uh, no, no, too many rules.
If you want rules, you should spend a little time in my world. Have you ever heard of escrow?
Can't say I have.
Well, trust me when I say that it is the bane of my existence.
You see, that's sort of the thing. If I could be somewhere without like rules and everybody just kind of do what they want to do, that'd be cool. But like with my current occupation, like I have a lot of freedom, but still, there's like,
You still have
yeah,
bosses.
you can't.
Bosses who hurt people.
I mean, sometimes people deserve to be hurt.
Sometimes they don't.
True, true.
Just make sure whatever you do, it's your choice.
Well, I think the thing you just did is certainly gonna help me with that.
Good. And find me in 6 months and I'll try it again. Maybe I'll be even better at it by then.
I mean, I was kind of planning to see it before that. I mean, we do have our deal of going to like, the
Well, I
tree.
didn't mean that you should wait 6 months to see me. I just mean, you know, set a reminder on your phone or something.
Yeah, will do.
Okay. Oh, man. I have a dinner coming up, but I've got to figure out what to do about it.
Hmm.
My great aunt Liliana is in town, and I did not know she was awakened, and has been for 40 years.
That's the fun thing about family. That's why I don't stay in contact with them. It's easier.
I'd miss my family if they weren't around. It is a big, loud, boisterous family get together thing every Sunday, and I'd miss it.
I mean, my family was definitely loud. Not necessarily big, but loud, yes. And I don't miss it one little bit.
Do you have any siblings?
Brother?
Still in contact?
Nah.
Do you miss it?
Meh, not really.
I would. I have 3 brothers, but I'm closest to my youngest. I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters.
Jeez, that is big.
It is. But no matter what, I know they've got my back.
I mean,
Every
that's
time that
cool, I
someone,
guess.
I just know that for every time someone's yelling in Italian because someone has their feet up on the table, that it's just how they get along, you know?
Sounds not all that bad. I don't know.
Sounds like it wouldn't be your
But,
speed.
uh, you can't choose your family, so that's sort of my problem.
Well, you can't choose the family you're born with. You can choose the family that you're not born with.
Yeah, I guess. Sometimes. I don't know, man.
I do. I thought Eamon was nothing but a gigantic pain in the ass when I first met him. He was snobby and disrespectful. And he still is sometimes. But I know he'd have my back in any situation. And he's a lot more respectful now. She kind of offers a rather tired grin.
Really? Damn.
Well, he's nicer to me anyway. Probably because I feed him. That probably has a lot to do with it.
So you're saying maybe I should learn how to cook and everything will be kumbaya and alright?
Hey, join my family, and that is exactly how it works. Food is the way to someone's heart if you're Italian.
Eh, My family had an Italian cook at some point, but I don't know.
A
I don't
cook
know what
does not
happened to
make a
that guy.
family.
Quite honestly, I could understand those people better than sometimes my mom and dad. Anyway, doesn't really matter.
Not really. I mean, I think I might disagree a little bit here because the way you said it sounded important. At least important to you.
I mean, not really. Like, they're not here, and I don't mind that they're not here.
Well, I'm not here to judge any of that, but I will say that everybody needs somebody.
I mean, I got buddies. It's cool.
Buddies?
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I have buddies too.
And there you go.
I have friends out here that I can go to lunch with and pretend I'm a normal person. I can bury myself in work and try to figure out the right homes to show my latest client.
But why would
All
you
these
want
things
to
make me
pretend
feel normal.
you're a normal person?
Oh, less
Why is that
responsibility.
so important? Eh, I mean, you choose your own responsibility.
Not really. Not in my case. I was
I
chosen.
mean,
I was chosen for this. So whether I want it or not, it is my responsibility.
you could still walk away, like,
No, I really couldn't.
oh, you don't want to.
Didn't say that. See, even before all of this happened, I was a part of the Benedetti, as I still am. I didn't know the right term for what we were, but we did some things. Like, some of us were particularly capable of helping people heal faster. My grandmother could bring in rain whenever the crops weren't, it was too dry, and I helped her with it. Apparently, they're called sorcerers. I did not know that that was a title, but apparently that's an official title for what I was. I learned from my grandmother. And even then, we all recognized that those of us did this, who were able to do this, we all had a specific purpose, and that was to serve God. That was to help people. And that's where I was coming from. So I don't see any other conclusion to when I suddenly find out that I can do things like, oh, I don't know, hover over broken stuff so that we can get over there safely, or reach through a hole in reality to grab a gun. Like, I'm clearly chosen for something. I just haven't entirely figured out the purpose yet. Which means that I'm capable of doing whatever it is.
Hmm. But it's still your choice to listen to that, right? Like, you can feel responsible. There's a difference between feeling responsible and being responsible.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's all bad and everything, like,
Okay, look, it's an honor. It is an honor that he believes me capable of something great. But there are times I kind of just miss hanging out with my grandmother as she explains to me the difference between these types of grapes when it comes to winemaking. You know what I mean?
No, but sure.
Simpler times, that's all. Sometimes it's nice not to have to think about it. And I like having this little bit over here that keeps me grounded so that I don't turn into some crazy, I don't know, magic person who's focused only on doing some great miracle. That doesn't
I
mean I won't
suppose.
do what I need to do.
Anyway, I think, is that your doorbell?
Yeah, not my phone. My phone has been really quiet the last few hours. Oh,
Well, maybe you should get it off silent.
maybe. She's gonna try to sort of struggle up to try to sit up. You
Alina's
order the
gonna,
food.
go up to the door. Yeah, going.
As the
And do
doorbell
you mind
rings again.
that to kind of end the scene as it's like
Yeah, that's
5:30
fine.
here?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Then thank you, Play, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. This was another scene for Living World of Darkness, the Mage venue this time. Doing all the venues today. Now I forgot to press the button that time. So now I press the button.
So many
Bye.